Hello family, welcome back to yet another video. So in this lesson, I'm going to walk you through some cool ideas of how you can use the pentatonic scale, also known as the 5-note scale, to create beautiful riffs, runs, or you can call it licks, so that your worship song can start sounding much more professional. So for this video, I'm going to be in the key of C sharp, which is this. Okay, this is the C sharp major scale. However, I made a free PDF cheat sheet, which I'm going to leave the link to the landing page in the description box below. In the PDF, I share with you the fingering for all the pentatonic riff we're going to be treating this video in multiple keys, okay? At least the most popular keys in worship, like the key of C, F, C sharp, F sharp, G, and so on, okay? And the reason I did that is because in this video, we're going to be focusing on the key of C sharp. So in case you're not very comfortable with the key of C sharp, you can still be able to learn this pentatonic riff we're going to be treating right now on other keys, okay? So you can click the link in the description box below, and it's going to direct you to my landing page where you're going to sign up quickly and get access to the PDF. Now, before we get started with the riffs, you first need to understand what we mean by pentatonic scale in music, okay? So pentatonic scale, just as the name sounds, penta, okay? From the word penta, is telling you 5, okay? Just like pentagon, 5-sided shapes and the likes. The term pentatonic scale is just simply a scale that contains 5 notes, okay? Now, to build pentatonic scale on any key, on any major key, what we're going to do is we're going to pick the first, second, third, fifth, and sixth notes of that particular key. And that's going to give us the major pentatonic scale of that particular key. So this is what I mean, for example, in the key of C, this is the C major scale, okay? That's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So all we need is just the 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6 of the key of C. And this is our pentatonic scale in the key of C. So this is C pentatonic scale. Okay. Now the same thing applies to any other key. So for example, in the key of C sharp, this is the C sharp major scale. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So all we need is the first, second, third, fifth, and sixth notes of the key of C sharp, and this is going to give us the C sharp. Sorry, this is going to give us the C sharp major pentatonic scale. Okay. So the same concept applies to any other key. All you just need is the first, second, third, fifth, and sixth note of that particular key, and that's the pentatonic scale. And these are the notes we're going to be using to create beautiful riffs right now. So now that you've understood what pentatonic scales are, you've learned how to build them on multiple keys. Now, how can we get creative with it? That is, how can we use them to create beautiful riffs, runs, and licks that we can use to improve our worship, okay? So now there are many ways. There are no strict rules, as I always say. It actually depends on the player and what you want to achieve. But in this video, I'm just going to be sharing with you some common ways of using the pentatonic scale. So the first way you can use to get creative with the pentatonic scale is actually by using them to create what we call glissandos in music. So at this point, you might be asking what we actually mean by glissandos in music. So I'm going to show you how it sounds like first, and then I'm going to explain it for you and walk you through how you can apply it in worships, okay? So a glissando sounds something like this. You must have heard something like this a lot of times in music, something like this. Okay, you see that slide? Let me take it again. Okay, something like that. And you can also do it in the ascending, the reverse direction, something like this. Okay, so all these I just played are called glissandos. So you can see we're just kind of sliding through the notes of the pentatonic scale across the piano. Actually, the key I used to demonstrate this glissando is actually the key of F sharp, okay? I use the pentatonic scale in the key of F sharp, which is this. And that's because the pentatonic scale in the key of F sharp is actually the easiest to kind of slide through, okay? Hence demonstrating this glissando stuff I taught you. You can see the 5 note of the pentatonic scale are just kind of very visible, very accessible across various octaves, and it's very easy to just slide through it, okay? Creating this glissando sound. So how can we actually apply these glissandos in worship? Now, there are various ways, as I always say. But based on my knowledge and experience, there are two very common way you can use these glissandos. Now, the first one, you can actually use it to end a song. Okay, you can actually use it to end a song. Let me give you an example in the key of F sharp. Okay, remember I said I'm going to do this tutorial in the key of C sharp, but for this particular glissando part, the key of F sharp is going to be the best to demonstrate it because the pentatonic scale is the most accessible. Okay, you can see it's very exposed in the key of F sharp compared to other keys. It's easier to slide through the notes of the pentatonic scale in the key of F sharp compared to other keys. So that's why I'm doing it in the key of F sharp. But the remaining of the tutorial is going to be in the key of C sharp as promised. So let me give you an example of how you can use this glissando stuff to end a song in your worships. Okay, so let's pick a song. Let's say as the Dear in the key of F sharp. Okay, it's gonna go something like this. You alone are my heart's desire, and I long to worship you. So you can see the way I just slide through the pentatonic scale. That is, I just kind of slide through it when I was ending the song. Okay. So this is actually one way you can apply this glissando stuff in your worships. And mind you, this technique work best when you're playing in the key of F sharp out of all the 12 keys we have on the piano. So just keep that in mind. Another very popular way I know glissandos are applied in worships from experience is actually when maybe a vocalist wants to start a worship session or maybe a praise session, something like that. So you can just use this glissando stuff, just run through it. Okay, even in the ascending manner, something like this. You can just run through it to just create that sort of tension, to just give the worship song that atmosphere. Okay, just that rising vibe, especially when the worship minister wants to start singing. So that's all about the glissando part. So another very popular way you can actually get creative with the pentatonic scale is actually by playing simple runs on your right hand. Okay, you just play simple runs on your right hand over various chord progressions of that particular worship song on your left hand. So let's pick the song. Let's say Greatest Lord by Sinach, and I'm going to incorporate this into the song. So it goes something like this. Oh, 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 you are the greatest Lord. You are the greatest Lord. Oh, you are the greatest Lord. You are the greatest. See that? Oh. Okay, see that? I'm just playing around with the pentatonic scale over the chord progression on my left hand. Now I just picked this particular progression, that is the 6-4-1-5 on my left hand for simplicity, but it can actually work over any chord progression at all. Okay, you just run through the pentatonic scale, just be creative with it. Run through the pentatonic scale on your right hand over that particular progression on your left hand. So it can work in any progression at all. Okay. Now, before we move to the last tip, let me show you the fingering of this particular pentatonic run I'm doing, because the fingering is actually the most important part. When you get the fingering right, it's going to be easier for you to. Okay, you can see it's going to be easy to run through the pentatonic scale, both in an ascending and descending order. Okay, without strain on your hands. So that's why it's very important to learn the fingering. So let me walk you through the fingering right now. Now, the fingering I'm going to be walking you through is actually applicable to the key of C sharp, but remember, every key might have a different fingering, okay? So that's why I told you at the beginning of the video that I made a free PDF, or you can call it a cheat sheet, which you can, in that PDF, I include the fingering on multiple keys, especially the common ones in worship style of music, like the key of C, F, F sharp, C sharp, B flat, and many more. So you can click the link in the description box below. You sign up and you get yours. And also, so far, if you're already finding any form of value, you can like the video, subscribe to the channel, because it keeps me motivated to keep making more helpful videos like this. And also, if you also want to support the channel in any way, you can use the Buy Me a Coffee link in the description box below. Click on it, get me a coffee, just to show some support for some of the free knowledge you're actually getting from this video. So with all that being said, let's proceed with the fingering. So the fingering of what I'm doing is very simple. So when I'm descending in the key of C sharp, these are the fingers I'm using. I'm just going to show you them very slowly. So I started from, these are the 3 fingers I'm using, okay? Just these 3 fingers, the thumb, the index finger, and the middle finger. So I started from these, the middle finger, the second, thumb, twisted, middle, second, okay? Then I kind of jump to the next octave and start afresh. Third finger, second, thumb, third, second. Jump, third, second, thumb, third, second. Okay? So then play it. You see that? So when you're ascending, it's going to be like this. Second finger, third finger, you you place your thumb beneath. Okay? Second, third. Second, third, thumb, second, third. And then you repeat it across the octaves, okay? Then you start again. Second, third. See that? So let me take it again very slowly. Okay? So it's advisable that when you are playing this pentatonic scale, when you are running through it, you make sure you keep the pedal down. Okay? Make sure the pedal is down so that the notes are going to flow together. They're going to flow into each other. Because if you're not stepping on the pedal, if you don't activate the pedal, there's going to be some spaces, okay? Something like this. Now this is without the pedal and this with the pedal. See how everything flows together? And that's actually what you want when you are playing this pentatonic run, okay? Now the third way you can actually get creative with the pentatonic scale is using the scale to create what we call riffs, okay? Or you can call it patterns. You can use it to create some beautiful riff patterns that you can incorporate into your worships. So if you notice at the beginning of the video, I was also doing something like this when I was playing the 1, 4, 5, 4 chord progression. I was doing something like this. You see that? Okay? And something like this. Okay? You see that pattern? Okay? So these are just some creative ideas of how you can actually use the pentatonic scale to create beautiful riffs and various patterns. Okay, there are no strict rules. You just need to be creative with it. Just create various patterns they can use when playing worship. You just play it over the chord progression of that particular song. So the first pattern was something like this. Okay. Okay. So for example, you can even use this when you're heading to the 1. For example, something like this. Let's say maybe you're going from the 6 to the 5. See that? Okay, you can just be creative with it. So here's the fingering very slowly. This is what I'm doing. You see that? And all this thing I'm doing, I'm playing them from the pentatonic scale, okay? So you can see um this is the 2 and this is the 5, okay? Then I play the 3, 2, okay? This is the 2, 5, 3, 2, okay? Then I go to the 5 and 2. Then I play the 6 and 5, okay? So 6, 5, then I start afresh. Okay. Now the last riff pattern I demonstrated was something like this. Okay. This is also something beautiful you can implement in your worships. So what am I doing? Okay, I'm just using the notes of the pentatonic scale, but I'm creating this beautiful pattern with it, something like this, you see? Okay, something like 6, 5, 3, 5, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 6, 1, 6, 5, 6, 5, 3. Okay, you start again. Okay, and also take note of the fingers I'm using. And this one is actually the fingers that was comfortable for me in the key of C sharp. But remember, depending on the key you're in, the fingering might change. And that's why you should actually get that free cheat sheet I made for you using the link in the description box below. I'll actually show you the fingering of these on multiple other keys, especially the common ones in worship, okay? But this is actually the fingering I use in the key of C, C sharp, okay? So this is it. And play it very slowly. Okay. I'm just using these 3 fingers. Okay. Don't worry about speed. Just start very slowly, and with time, you increase your speed.